Howdy folks, welcome back to The Last Plague. We're going to get right into it. We need to get a shelter built, because if our wood gets wet from the rain, it won't burn as well. Stuff will start deteriorating. We got any rust on here yet? Rust while drying. Yeah, so our tools will get rusty. It's a whole thing. So last night before I went to sleep, I went out and grabbed some more of these thin trunks, and I put one down. We're going to try to get some kind of a shelter built here. Cover up our wood and our fire. So let's get going. And the base building is pretty neat. Can I shift? Oh, there we go. I put one in my hand. Happened. Shift click. Okay, that was weird. So with one in our hand here, we can place, I think. I have to right click on it. No, I have to say build with. There we go. Tall post. So you can see when we get close enough, it highlights that in green. So I kind of want to make a somewhat square structure, and I want to make it kind of as big as we can. So I'm going to put it right there. And then hopefully we can connect those with the right stuff. I think we need a long stick for that. The shelter building and stuff is just as intricate as all the other stuff. So if I do a build with... what's it called? Stick wattle wall. There we go. So I think, yeah, see it's got these highlighted in green, so I can go from there to there. Oh, I need a support beam first. You are correct, game. I forgot all about that. How do we make a support beam? A stick support beam. We need some cordage, which we happen to have on us. Great. Too far to automatically transfer building materials. That's fine. Can't place here. Spot taken. Oh, indeed. Build. That's right. We got to click on it. I'll actually put the stuff in there. There we go. Now I think we can do our wattle wall. Still have one of those left. Let's grab some more of those. Now if I go to build with, scroll down to stick wattle wall. Do I want that on the back though? That's the thing. Do I want the firewood? I don't actually want a wall here. But we're going to need a support beam, I think, for the roof as well. So I might have that open and I'll have more stuff there. But anyway, that's how that works. Let's get going on our trunks. So I'll put that in our main hand. Build with tall post. There we go. And now, can we make this square? Maybe. Go up. Up in height, that might help. So I want this kind of square-ish. Well, I'm guessing here. So let's put that there. And then we'll grab that. Kind of wish it would leave that open, but build with all post. And then I need to stick it so it's green for both of those guys. So we're going to put it right there. There we go. Basic shelter. Place 4 support beams. Yeah, so we're going to connect them in the square. And I actually want to get my wood pile covered up as well. So I need 2 more. I think it's the young trees. Small tree, small tree. I believe it's the young tree that we need for those posts. There's a wabbit. Hey, go get my trap over there. Another thing I need to do is check my trap. Alright, pick that up. I'm going to slowly walk back over to camp. It's a little slow. Then I'm going to try to get lined up these posts here. Alright. Build with. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be pretty close. Excellent. Are you a young tree? No, you're a small tree. Small tree, small tree, small tree. We need specifically the young tree. I think it's small, then it grows into a young. Small tree. Very young tree. No, we don't want that. There, we got one more young tree here. Now, eventually we can make parts and build like a wheelbarrow and carts and stuff like that. It'll make gathering all this stuff a lot easier. Sometimes he kind of gets stuck. There we go. Got it picked up. Alright, the long, slow walk. Let me get this walked over there. I'm going to get the support beams up, and I'll show you how the walls work. You know, I was out checking the rabbit trap, and it was empty, but there was a rabbit running straight for it. I don't know if I got that recording started in time, but yeah, he ran right into there. Right into my trap. So I'm going to leave him there for now. He'll hang out for a bit. I'm getting a whole bunch of dog bane because we're going to need more cordage to get the roof on. I know I said walls, but we really should get the roof on first. So that's what I'm concentrating on. Now I'm going to click on the dog bane. All the dog bane we can get here because I need to make lots of stuff. These dandelions are going to be important too. You can actually boil those and get a little bit of salt. So if you boil a whole bunch of dandelions, you can end up with salt to do stuff with. Alright, let's get this roof on. I got a whole bunch of stuff here. Actually, I'd hate for a coyote or something to come along and grab that. Let's go ahead and kill the rabbit and we'll grab it while we're here. Sorry, bunny rabbit. Oh, I wanted to pick up the dead rabbit. Alright, so here's basically the butcher interface. I'm going to get the meat for now. Can't really do anything with the hide, so we'll just get the meat and the fat. And then this, I want to place this back down. And then I want to control click on that. Now I've got the dead rabbit. There's a little bit of blood on the ground, but I don't want that dead rabbit attracting coyotes to my base. So I'm going to run over here and just dump it on the ground. Way over here, out of sight, out of mind, hopefully. And just throw that on the ground. See some more dog bane. Always be gathering. There's always stuff to get. Okay, let's get a roof on this shelter. That is the main order of business right now. Zoom in a bit. Oh, I had a comment on the first video. Somebody said you can just hit H. Good tip. You can just hit H to switch between top down or third person. Very nice. All right, so if we go to... Well, let me craft this stuff up real quick. Going to burn up some daylight, but we need a lot of cordage. Always need cordage. And then we're going to use up, we've got a huge pile of pine boughs over there. I'm pretty sure those are what gets used for the roof. There we go. So what if we do build with? We want a leaf roof. Oh no, I need to make stick rafters first. Oh yeah, G drop stuff. I didn't actually want to do that. Stick rafter. So build with stick rafter. How do I build that? Regular stick? Stick rafters. Here we go. So these I want to place on these points. So we'll do this to there. There to there. Go from there to there to... I want to go in the same direction. There to there. There. There we go. That makes me happy. And then escape, and then I can build these. These do take long sticks. Excellent. So we can add from inventory. I always hit escape there and mess it up. Add from inventory. I need more long sticks. Need lots of long sticks. Alright, well, it's a good thing I've been gathering up. Let's take all those. Still need 3 more. Okay, well, I'm going to go gather some long sticks, and I'll be back. Alright, I got, it's when I go under here, the roof disappears, but I got 1 up. I need 6 more, I think, for that, but I was going to cook my rabbit here real quick. So let me drink this. I think I can just cook it in the bowl. You can cook it with other ingredients, and it's better, but the tutorial wants us to do this, so I'm going to cook that. Then we go get some more sticks. I've been running all over the place. I went really far that direction, so now we'll look around over here. I can also chop down some trees. Get some long sticks. And I think I said coyotes earlier. I meant wolves. There's wolves around, and they're attracted to animals and traps and stuff like that because they like to eat rabbits too. Over here, I'm gonna get some dog bane. So I'm going to do a little more running around. I'm trying to find some sticks. Another comment I had was I should have settled by a large forest. And yeah, I think you're right. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to have enough resources. But we could also always move, especially once we have a cart or a wheelbarrow. It's a lot easier to just pick up and... But yeah, I've scoured the landscape around here for long sticks. We're getting there, and I may just have to chop down a whole bunch of trees, because I believe you get long sticks from the bigger trees. There's actually quite a few over here, so this will let us get a roof done. Let me gather these up, and I'll be back at camp in a bit. Speaking of wolves, I was just headed back to camp. Hey, we got some wolves. I am in no way, shape, or form ready to deal with wolves. I died to them a lot on my test save that I was working on. I haven't quite figured out the whole spear throwing thing. It doesn't really throw where you're aiming, so I need a lot more practice. And I don't even have any spears made right now. Let's just get back to camp. Our rabbit is done, so let's grab that. I don't know if it'll burn. It's on there for too long. Also, I need to go get some water boiling. Always have water boiling. Need to get some... Oh, no. Get out of there. You're gonna get leeches. Just get from there, dude. You don't have to wade out into the lake there. Oh, I need to get the kiln going so we can get some better container. There's just there's a lot to do early game. All right, you're boiling, and now I can add from inventory, and we got that done. So let's build that, and then I think we can finally put the leaves on top to make a roof. Then I can move my bedroll and get everything I have right now under shelter. I need to make storage boxes, and there's all kinds of stuff that needs doing. Am I out of long stick storage? I must be, because it's usually right here. Alright, let's grab some of these. And then I want to say build with a leaf roof. There we go. And then we have green because we have rafters now. Place that there. I'll say examine, and we can add from inventory. And I need a whole bunch more cordage. Wow. Just need to hit tab to do that. Okay, let's grab a cordage out of here. Grab some more of these out of here. When you go under the roof, it disappears so you can see stuff. Still, wow, we need 9 for each of those, huh? That's kind of expensive. For no 10 for each? Oh, that one is slightly different. Okay, that was just our water cooking. Okay, well, we've got all the leaves in here, right? All the pine leaves are deposited. Yes, indeed. So yeah, one is slightly bigger because it's kind of dynamic based on how big everything is. Alright, we can craft up some more of this, but I'm going to need some more cordage. So I might have to go out and get a dogbane run going. I really hope those wolves are going to leave me alone. I want to put my trap even further from camp. Alright, we've got a little more cordage. Let's see what we can get done. I want to build a fish trap today as well. Get that source of meat coming in. There we go. Add from inventory. So I need 7 more of those. Not sure why you didn't get crafted, but we might as well throw you in there. Alright, 6 more dogbane. The wolves were over there, so I'm going to go run this direction. Oh, hey, there's some popped up right here. I just need 3 more. It kind of grows everywhere, so I'm glad of that. That Blight is a little close to my camp. Oh, there's a wolf over there. They're closing in. They heard there was a new dinner item on the menu that just moved into the neighborhood. And here we are. I came this way earlier looking for long sticks. I think we got some copper. Oh, nice. Right next to some dogbane. So if I go over here, I can play some. There we go. For future reference. I meant to click on the dogbane, but hey, we'll take a stick too. The auto gather is really fast as well, so. Oh, there's a structure. It's the first one I've ever found. Most of the structures are in towns, so you can't get to them. Let's see if we can, yeah, we've got a path over to that one. Sometimes you can find tools and, you know, useful stuff in those structures, so let's go check that out. Starting to get an eye for this dogbane. Even without the filter on. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff I didn't really need, but we can always dump it out. Not enough space. Running out of a rock. I got it. You just got to sort your inventory. Alright, let's go see what's over here. I'm excited. Hopefully we get something. I'm going to switch to third person. Is that firewood? Oh, nice. I don't really want to slow carry that all the way back. Oh, we got tools. We got a 90% damage steel pickaxe. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's almost gone, but we have a forged steel axe. They're almost all gone, but hey, we've discovered them now. Equip hammer to take apart. Interesting. Got a fireplace. We got a glass bottle. Just go ahead and turn this on. We have a book. I don't know what we can do with that. We'll take the glass bottle, though. We can use that to, like, make vinegars and stuff. Oh, a clay jar? Okay, that's huge. But I'm going to have to dump some stuff. So let's do some crafting real quick. Free up some space. Hopefully we can get back to base before dark. Cordage stacks to 5 and it's much smaller. So. Burn the daylight here, but I think it'll be worth it. Alright, then if we do that, we can get rid of these rocks. I don't need to take those back. Crushed valerian root. I can always make more of that. We can get more dandelions. Who cares about the pine cone? I want this clay jar. Nice. Alright, covered glass bottle. We'll grab that too. I think that's about it. But that was a good find. Couple beat up tools. Excellent. Alright, I can get a little more dog bane. Kind of went inland a bit and then back, perhaps. And I'll keep my eye out for wolves. Actually switch back to the top down. Oh, there's a boar. I don't remember if the boars will attack on sight. There's a wolf over there. Alright. We need to stay in our lane. We are very squishy right now. So I'm just gonna run back. And we'll get that on no space, of course. I think I can carry one more stick. One more long stick. We'll get the roof finished up, so I'll see you back at base. Here we go. I can see the glimmer of my campfire. I am stuffed to the gills with loot. So I think with the clay jar, I think I can... I don't remember if I can boil water in that. I think I can. That'll be a lot more water, and then we can just drink out of it. How are we doing on that? We're not doing too bad. Let's first of all get the cordage put in here. There we go. Throw all that stuff up there, and then we have a roof over our basic little camp. So, mission accomplished. Yay! Alright, cool. So, there's some thumbnail material. I'll switch to third person though. If you're new to the channel, I like all my thumbnails to be from the game I'm playing. I don't use any AI generated stuff or any of that nonsense. He's not going to look at the camera, is he? Alright, fine. We'll do it from this perspective then. There we go. I think I can do something with that. So, we have our roof done. I want to go ahead and move my my bedroll as well. Look at all these sticks. We're going to be building stuff. Alright, what have we got here? Let's get some... cordage stockpile going again. So we're gonna float that. I'm excited about this clay jar we found. And we got some sticks. So we switch up to third person. Look at the size of that stack. I love it. I like that it's kind of physicalized, you know, in the world. That's a nice feature. Alright, we'll get all those crafted up. Hunger-wise... It does give us a little bit of food poisoning because its condition is going down, I guess. Okay, well, let's go ahead and eat this. Hopefully I don't regret that. Gives us 30, so take us up to like 70. And then we're just a little bit of blight. I don't remember for sure if that goes away naturally, or if it only goes away with some kind of cure. I don't remember how that works for sure. Let's go ahead and eat our fill. Yeah, that'll take us right to 100. Then let's check out this clay jar. Avoid the blight at all costs. Yeah, I ate a wabbit. Yeah, fill clay jar with water. And then can I put that on the fire? Because, oh, that's a boar. Mr. Boar, how's it going? So another important concept, oh good, we can boil it in there, is if I put this in my inventory, it spills all the water out. It needs to be equipped to store liquids right there in yellow. So bear that in mind. Let's go ahead and drink that. I'll just drop that right there by the fire. Yeah, I don't know what Mr. Boar's intentions are. Oh, and here comes a wolf too. Great. Well, the series ended on day 2. The wolf chasing a rabbit right towards my camp. I don't know if you can see the rabbit there, but he's chasing the rabbit. He's moving on through. I don't. Sculpt the clay bowl and harden it into the mud brick in the mud brick kiln. Yeah, I need to get the mud brick kiln going. How do we build that? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Build menu, search. Mud brick kiln. Just takes mud bricks. No materials. Oh, you have to have materials. Got it. Before I forget, let's redo our bedroll here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick it up. I thought I held control. Okay, whatever. Place. Yes, please. And then we're going to spin that around, and we're going to put it under our shelter. Excellent. And then we probably need to get the fire stoked. This part's a little weird because you can only add fuel at certain times. Don't know if it pulls it from here. I can't remember for sure. But, we need some more firewood. Piggy's going to sleep. I've got so much to do. I'm getting confused. Let's grab some sticks. Well, that's enough sticks. Right click for options. I want to split off. Grab me like 10. Okay. Can't do anything. Ah. I did it wrong. Okay, it gave me 4. Whatever. We got some sticks. So I want to craft a fish trap out of this. Fish trap. I need 12 sticks and 4 cordage. Okay. Let's get a fish trap in the water. A little more passive meat coming in. And where did Mr. Boar go? Hopefully he's going to leave me alone. I can't remember if they attack on sight. Oh, he's over there sleeping. Ah, crap. We're cool, Mr. Boar. We're cool. Place. There we go. Active fish trap. And he is stuck on a rock. So I need some more. I need some more firewood. There's always stuff going on. I wish I could add that, but we can't. Let's get some mud. So for that, I need a stick. Let's grab a stick. Put that in my hand. And then I think I can dig dirt. I'm trying to remember how to make mud. Do I just mix it with water? Discovered dirt. Yeah, I think I may have to get my bowl and mix it with water. This will just keep grabbing dirt, basically. And it is lowering. Oh, we're down to... Oh, there's mud directly. That'll work. What I actually need is the mud. So we'll just drop the dirt back on the ground. I don't remember how much mud I need to make all those bricks. Okay, and then I say craft with mud brick. How many of those did I need for the kiln? Go search in here. Kiln. I need 20. Roger that. It's a lot of mud. Just playing in the mud. Hey, we increased our skill in sculpting, so hopefully that makes it go faster. Because the old sun is going down. Okay, so now I can say build with mud brick kiln. Let's just put you right here. Sure. So this lets you make some kind of basic pottery stuff, including the bricks you need to make the better kiln. Sculpt a clay bowl and harden it in the mud brick kiln. That's what it wants us to do. I already have the rock bowl, but the clay bowl is a little bigger if I remember correctly. There we go. All right, so that is that. Craft with. So I want to make. Oh, clay, not mud. Right. I need to get some clay. Make a bowl. Here's some clay right here. Let's get that little bit of clay. See, if I don't have this in my hand, can I just click on it? No, I still have to control click. Okay, craft with soft clay bowl. Sculpt up one of those. You can see you can start making like molds and stuff. A little more clay. I don't remember if this takes charcoal or if I can just use like twigs or something. So we'll examine that. Put that in the firing area. Yeah, this just takes wood, so that's cool. I can burn up these. I've got a bunch of twigs over here, I believe. Grab all those actually. And then I need some of these. This thing fired. Alright, so some kindling, some tinder. Not the highest odds ever, but I don't know how long this needs to go. Let's see if we can get it lit up. 68% chance. Did I just fail? Wife texted me and got me distracted. I did fail. Alright. Well, let's try again. I need to get some more pine cones built up in our inventory. They work a little better for starting fires. Alright, we get some kindling. We get some tinder. Try again. Oh, it's because I'm using sticks. Where'd my flint go? I thought that was my flint, but that's animal fat. Oh. I didn't even know you could use sticks to try to make a fire. No wonder the chance of going is so low. Hey, we did it. Alright, I need to pick up another piece of flint. I don't know where mine went. Maybe it ran out or something and I just didn't notice. Fuel remaining. Oh, you have to put the... Oh, you can put it in there. That's going to be plenty of time, though. We are good. Put that back and put our little twig stockpile back. Let's see here. Yeah, that boar's still wandering around over there. That's concerning. Well, the other thing it wants me to do is a stick wattle wall, so we can go ahead and do that. What I started to do earlier. So we can place this kind of, you know, between any two. So let's make like a back wall here by our sleeping bag. And you can see, I forgot to show this before. It says requires 12 long sticks and 23 sticks. It's a lot. So we need 10 more of the long sticks. Here we go. Should be all of those. And we need, wow, 19 of the small ones. Well, that's why I was gathering up lots of sticks, because I knew we would be using them. Close enough. So you make a stick wattle wall, and then you can actually put mud on here and make it like a wattle and daub kind of thing. Pretty intricate building system. I like it. It does take a lot of effort just to stay alive early game, for sure. So then here it's got upgrades. So we just need to add a whole bunch of mud, and we can upgrade that. I've got a little bit of mud on me, so let's just go ahead and do that. So start upgrade. And then we need 8,000. We need about 7,500 more mud. Just a little bit of mud. Just a bit. Yeah, it just says active fish trap. Let me go check if there's any wolves over here. Oh, the boar is over there. I want to go check my rabbit trap. Alright, Mr. Boar, can we be friends? Yeah, there is a rabbit in there. But we don't really need the protein right now, so I'm just going to leave it in there. I don't know how long it'll last in there, but it'll last a while. All right, our clay bowl is done. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. But that reminds me, you can actually use a stump as a basic, like, anvil to get started. Pretty cool. I keep hitting the wrong thing. I want to click on that. There we go. Now we have a clay bowl, which holds 200 milliliters. What does our stone bowl hold? It also holds 200 milliliters. Okay, so stone bowl, clay bowl, it doesn't really matter. Can we just drink from here? Yeah, we can. All right, cool. But what we can also do is put this in my hand. Rinse for all. Forget how to do this. There's a way to like take stuff from there. Is it like this? Nope. Nope. Maybe it has to be on the ground. I know I've taken stuff from one container to the other before. Ah, yeah, it has to be on the ground. Alright, so we'll just drink from that. That'll work. Alright, control, pick that up. Put you back on the fire for now. But also these, any container that's like out in the world will capture rainwater. So I think for now, I will just drop these bowls here. That one's upside down, naturally. Put them right by this stump for safekeeping. There we go. Those will capture rainwater if it rains. Or I should say when it rains. It will eventually rain and it will be a muddy mess. Speaking of muddy mess, I need a whole bunch more mud. And I need a lot to finish up that wall. So I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get that wall built. And I think that'll do it because the sun is going down. It's going to be dark soon. We got the start of a shelter. We have a roof overhead now, which is nice. Oh, we're collecting sand. But what's cool is you can terraform. Seeing the water's coming in there. So if you want, you can actually smooth out places eventually, I think. With the right tools. Yeah, I ended up with a whole bunch of sand. I think if I stand here and I drop this, I think it goes back to the ground. I don't know if it fills it back in or not. Want to be careful when you're collecting, because it will switch to whatever's underneath there. So this is my life now, gathering mud for walls. I'll finish out this day, and I'll see you next time for day 3. Thanks as always for watching, and take care.